Naruto 684. I thought Kishimoto did a pretty solid job this chapter of really giving us some information, okay? And he reaffirms right in the beginning through Sakura that Obito's terminal, okay? It's a matter of days or months or whatever. But anyway, Obito's going to die fairly soon, one way or the other. And it makes it easier for him to go ahead and do what he needs to anyhow. But she's basically like Obito's beyond saving. And of course, I'd say on multiple levels, as everyone knows. But physically, he's going to die soon. And then Naruto's plan, which is a big part of what goes on in this chapter. And he plans a distraction, okay? Taijutsu and distraction and then Taijutsu together, okay? Now, this kind of justifies the reverse harem because it was like an intel gathering device. It did work. It did work. Didn't work 100%, but it worked enough. But he knows he can't use that same distraction again. And Kaguya finally speaks. This is, and depending on where the translation is, this here is my dominion. There's nothing you can do. Okay, and Kaguya seems to have claws out this chapter. I don't know if I just missed that in the other chapters, but she's definitely got her claws out. Now, Naruto plus the tailed beast, so he's getting his chakra bubbling up. He's maxing his chakra, and he's going to have unsurpassed strength, physical ability. And then you know, the whole thing yelling out, right now, this is my domain. And Naruto's dimensional filling combo. Okay. All right. Okay. He's Minato. He is Minato's son with a name, with the interesting name, Jitsu stuff. Now, Kaguya's handicap is like Madara's. And you look at this and you're like, well, why didn't she just finish him? Because she wants his chakra. It's just like with Madara. He couldn't use his AoE abilities like he wanted, right? His area effect abilities to destroy stuff. Because he didn't want to destroy Obito because of the Rinnegan. He wanted to get brought back, okay? He needed, you know what I mean? So he didn't want to get rid of Obito. Just like she doesn't want to get rid of Naruto. So that's the handicap. I can buy this. Okay, Naruto reaches the core dimension. Alright, I fought against this, and well, Kishimoto, it's his manga, so this whole core dimension, hub dimension, connected to the other dimensions, the idea of it's not a problem, but it was just that she was having to use it to bounce around the same as the person that was, that was using the Jitsu earlier, was Zabuza, so I didn't. But anyway, whatever. It is that way. I accept it and I move on. So now we get this hub dimension, which you can reach all others. This actually solves a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Because what does this mean? There's two factors here. Physically, okay, they can actually transport with Obito to these other dimensions. Okay, and Black Zetsu seems to be of the mind that Naruto himself, if he can just sense the correct dimension in this hub dimension, that he can actually just go there. I don't know if he can get back, but that seems to be a fact. And the other big thing is, even this is real critical, even not in the hub dimension, just near a doorway, okay, in a dimension away, separate, Naruto could still sense where Sasuke is. Okay, and you could say it's because of their abilities, the yin-yang ability things that they both have. So they can find them, and if all this is true, then they can actually probably get back. So that, to me, it makes sense. It seems fairly straightforward now that we had this core hub dimension, so that's not that big a deal. Now, and Black Zetsu did say 5 dimensions, which I've already covered. Kaguya is using chakra at a problematic rate. And it is problematic because evidently there's chakra that we need to prepare the chakra for that time. So there's this big plan. There's this big Kaguya Black Zetsu plan that they have to do something with enormous chakra. So evidently just getting white Zetsus isn't enough for the plan. The soldiers, they need this massive chakra to go do this other thing. Okay, I don't know if it's transporting all those white Zetsus to the dimension that they need to go, which is probably the home dimension of Kaguya or whatever, but we'll see. And then Kaguya finally agrees. She's like, you know what? I really want the chakra. I want their chakra back, but, you know, whatever. Let's just kill Naruto, and otherwise we're going to risk everything. And Black Zetsu, I love Black Zetsu. He's just an awesome sidekick. The whole thing when he's there and he's just like, the big smile and everything, die. I just really love it. Okay, now we get to the very end. What's going to happen, or what happened, and what is going to happen. Naruto is dead. Okay, he's not dead. We know he's not dead. So, plans... Okay, three things here. Plan C, or whatever. Theory C. Naruto took the hit. That was the real Naruto. He took the hit, but he's Naruto Jesus, and he's going to do a Tsunade and just piece himself back together. Although he doesn't have, you know, the giant snail there with him. But he'll just piece himself back together, because he's Naruto Jesus. So he could, I mean, if Tsunade could do this, if it was no big deal. If it was just really possible for Tsunade to piece herself back together time and time again, then definitely Naruto Jesus can do it. All right, now let's go to B, which I really like. Okay, is that the Jitsu that Hashirama gave Naruto was his ultra, I'll just call it ultra tough clone ability. It's the one that Madara was the only one that could see it was a clone and not the actual Hashirama. And it can actually defeat most other ninja on its own. Its clone was that tough. And Kakazu was one of them. Remember Hiden Kakazu? So that was that's a possibility. I actually really like that possibility, because then it feeds into this, is that the real Naruto is back with his clones. That the real Naruto didn't go into the hub core dimension, okay? And that's the surprise, okay? Now, Kage has already seen why didn't the clones dissipate, and Naruto is going to come out the real one, okay? Because Kage's guard and Black Zetsu's guard will be down enough where he can get close enough, because they're thinking they're just clones, and then he's going to totally lightning speed super ultra strength to Kaguya's face. That's the one I like. And then theory A is your theory. Whatever. Is there a better theory? Is there what are your ideas on it? And of course the hangout is going to be probably very late on Friday. So it's probably going to be very late. Probably about midnight Eastern time. Alright, anyway, this was a good chapter. The first read-through was okay. The second read-through was better when I started really breaking it down and looking at this stuff. But as usual, in the Hangout, we will solve all problems and figure everything out. Until next time, take care.